How do you decide whether your loved one or aging parents should stay in their home or move to assisted living? It's one of the toughest decisions family face anywhere you are, whether you're in Long Beach, San Pedro, or throughout Los Angeles County. The right choice depends on safety, independence, and personal preference, not just cost. Every day, families face this dilemma. They want their loved ones to stay comfortable and independent, but also safe and supported. Today, we'll walk through the key factors to consider when deciding between aging in place at home or moving to assisted living so that you can make an informed decision that fits your family's situation. So let's think about safety. Safety, of course, is always a priority, but it can be addressed both at home and in assisted living. So at home, consider the home your loved one lives in. Consider the fall risk, kitchen hazards, stairs, or memory issues. Safety, of course, can be improved with home modifications, grab bars, ramps, and daily caregiver support. Now, in an assisted living, staff are trained to respond quickly to emergencies. Communities are designed from the ground up with safety in mind, like no-step entries and monitored living areas. The key question to ask yourself is which environment better manages risk for your loved one right now? Safety is critical, but so is independence and quality of life. So think about staying at home for your loved one. It maintains familiarity and personal routines, which is very key for mental health, allows your loved one or aging parent to live surrounded by memories and community connections and their friends. It can also be enhanced, of course, with caregivers or home care visits and local programs that prevent isolation. Now, the assisted living community obviously offers structured social activities, meals, and opportunities for engagement. And some seniors thrive in supportive environments where help is always available. Both options can support independence depending on personal preference and level of support needed. Now, let's consider daily care and medical support. Now, at home care services or caregiving services can provide bathing, dressing, meal prep, medication reminders, and supervision. Flexibility, of course, is high if you go with the home care agency because care schedules can adjust to the family's needs. Now, in assisted living, it's more standardized, right? There's staff that provides meals, bathing, depending on the level of care you buy at the assisted living, how much bathing level of care you need, medication support. And some communities, of course, have nurses available or partners with medical providers. Of course, that's not to say you can't get the same, such as through a home health agency or a doctor visiting in the home. Families really need to ask, can the level of care needed to be safely and consistently provided at home, or would a community setting better ensure support? Now, cost is an important factor, so let's look at both sides. We're moving on to cost. At home, if you're using caregivers, you pay for caregivers by the hour, whether it's direct or through an agency. Home modifications and transportation, of course, can add cost. But it is flexible. You can start small and scale support as needed. In assisted living, again, as I mentioned, it's very structured. It's usually a plan. So typically, it includes meals, housekeeping, and some personal care. Costs are potentially a bit more predictable on a monthly basis, but it's less flexible than hiring hourly caregivers. Ultimately, cost depends on level of care needed, hours required, and the family's budget. Also, finally, you also have to consider the emotional side of the house and family considerations. At home, what I find is most aging folks, parents, want to stay in a familiar environment. They want to stay in the home. They want to play a more active role in daily support if the family wants to be locally in the home. Now, in assisted living, it reduces the family caregiving burden potentially. And it does offer social connections and a framework for that because every day there's activities. Neither option is better or worse. It depends on family dynamics, your loved one's preferences, and other considerations, of course. So how do you decide? Again, to sum it up, ask yourself, first, safety. Which option provides the safest environment today? Number two, care needs. Can daily assistance be reliably delivered at home, or is the community more supportive? Now remember, in the community, there might be a ratio of one caregiver to 8 or 10 residents. So keep that in mind, of course. Number 3, independence and lifestyle. Which option better supports your parents' routines or your loved ones' routines, social engagement, and happiness? Number 4, cost and resources. Which fits your family budget and long-term plan? And lastly, emotional readiness. Is your loved one comfortable with home care support, or are they open to moving to an assisted living? Many families start with home care at home and gradually transition to assisted living as needs increase. Others find moving to a supportive community early enhances safety and social engagement. At the end of the day, no one size fits all. Both staying at home and moving to assisted living have advantages and challenges. The most important step you can do right now is to start the conversation early, explore both options, for here, whether you're in Long Beach or in LA County, and make a choice based on your parents' safety, independence, and happiness. By weighing safety, care needs, social engagement, cost, and emotional readiness, families can make, I feel, a really confident decision and keep their loved ones supported, healthy, and thriving. And of course, please engage in this decision making with the impacted loved one, particularly if they are 100% cognitively there. People want to be included and not forced into a situation one way or another, whether it's moving to assisted living or staying in the home. As always, if you enjoyed this video, or if you think someone needs to watch this or could get some good ideas or advice from this, please share this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks.